I was live earlier and I had so many people say, make a video about the update. So we're making a video about the update because everyone cares, even though every freaking YouTuber has made a video about the update. First off, Twirling Strikes got a variant. It's an R variant. Instead of just doing the normal bop and then throwing them in the air, you swipe down. And it's kind of like the variant for extended swings. It does break blocks. And it's just a way to make combos even more complicated for those Higuruma mains. Higuruma God's domain. You spawn in, Judge Man is behind you, and basically how it works is you click one of these little three things: denial, silence, confess. Whichever one you click, it opens up the bar. If the person clicks confess and they also confess at the exact same time, you instantly get the thing. But every time you choose the exact same one of these as the other person, because the other person can choose one as well, you get a little bit of the bar. If you choose confess and the other person chooses confess, you immediately get it. And as you can see, we have Judgment, everything's floating, and everything's pretty cool. Also, people cannot fight in this domain, so that's one reason why it's better than Hikari's. So I'm just going to click confess until he gives me it. It was me. Oh, okay, that was actually really quick. Okay. So I've transformed into my noob form, but you get this cool new blade, special M1s. As before, it still looks like he has 5 M1s, but it's actually just still 4. And he has a few new moves now. If I can get this dummy the hell out the way, maybe I can actually show them. Execution. You do like a little dash forwards. It also has an air variant, which makes it way easier to use. But for some reason, I found out when I jump and I press it, it just does not work sometimes. But anyways, when you hit it, yeah, you stab them and then you grab a little piece of their body part and slam them away with your leg. And then also when you hit it 3 times, it's an insta-kill. And you just stab them in the head and they go down like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The sword has its own little M1 trails, and a weird thing I figured out is that you can actually see the cross through your hand, which is kind of weird. Yeah, execution, dash into them. Also has kind of a long startup, I can't lie. Like, that can be taken out really easily. As you can see, I'm stealing parts of... Jesus! As you can see, I'm stealing parts of his body, and, yeah. That's him. I also made a short about the second move, so maybe watch that if you're one of my loyal fans. But anyway, let's move on to the second move. So, 2, Final Judgment. So basically, you run up and you slash, and this is an insta-kill, so get ready for pure cinema. And I'm going into camera mode for this, because it is actually crazy. So as you can see, this actually helps because it's canon. Basically, when you hit someone with the Executioner's Blade, it insta-kills. So that's why at the end, he does the little plunge thing and then stabs them in the back of the neck. As you can see with the M1s, they still do damage, but the dummy actually blocks them. So it actually shows that, you know, you can't insta-kill someone with M1s. Also, TCE could have just made it where the M1s are complete killable, but, you know, that's lazy development work. As again, you go up, you slash them, and you get this absolute cinema. I mean... shing, 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 and he stabs him in the back, and he falls down. That must have been the entire reason that it took so freaking long for this update. But yeah, they also added a new thing in shop where you can buy items. Let me see, I'll buy a random item. I've heard there's guns. Yeah, there's guns, coins, and like swords and stuff, which is pretty cool. More emote slots, so there's a new game pass, so congratulations to you, man, to you guys like me who need more emote slots. But also a bunch of other stuff has been added, like new game modes to roulette, a bunch of emotes, and also those items I was talking about in the shop actually spawn around the map every 20 minutes. So that's interesting. There are also some changes, like reaching 0 meter as Maharaga now just drains your health, so you don't actually instantly die, which is kinda interesting. There's a new fun setting, Bloom. If my UI isn't glitched, I can actually look at it. I can! So it says, this will be what JJS looks like in 2024. I turned it on, and it gives you, like, that little camera aesthetic where, everything's like this. It kind of makes me want to rub my eyes, so I'm not going to keep this on. Bop. back to normal, beautiful JJS. But yeah, that's basically the most amount. That's basically all of it. All the cool stuff that has happened, besides Locust Guy actually getting a buff where he has now 100 HP, or it might have been a downgrade, I don't even really know. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna milk this as much as I can, so. Also, please subscribe. At 300 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. Also, shout out to the guy named Outer Sands that's in my live a bunch of times, and sometimes he comments on my videos. He gave me 10,000 Robux, which is actually freaking insane.